Hello and welcome to Shooting the Bull. I am your host, Justin, along with
Ross.
And Audra.
Yes. And the time has arrived. This is a real moment in American history.
Hello moment.
Oh, yes. This Friday,
Arguably the most.
the first ever Emperor of the United States of America will take control. And he's actually already making history before he even takes office. He is going in with the lowest approval rating
I saw that, yeah.
of any president. He's down around 40%. Less than half the country still believes he's their guy. And he hasn't started the job yet. Can you imagine going into a job, they give you the job, and then before you even get there, they hate your guts?
Well, he's not starting on day one, like he said. He came out, he's considering Monday the first day.
Monday. Well, nobody wants to work over the weekend.
Exactly.
He's got a party.
Nobody wants to work.
Said that.
Can I start Monday?
Because the celebrations that will be happening.
Oh, all the parties. So you have to party.
There's going to be like 4 people celebrating. It's going to be him and his weird family.
Well, he actually was, he lost his Bruce Springsteen tribute band. He had... he was going to have he didn't have Bruce Springsteen, so he got a Bruce Springsteen tribute band, and he wasn't able to book them.
Hey, he can't get the boss.
Yeah.
So they call him the boss.
They call him the boss?
Yeah.
Call him the boss.
The boss.
The man can throw a show. Have you ever seen Bruce Springsteen live?
Yeah.
God, it's awesome.
All I'm saying is Trump might be the one who fires people, but he ain't the boss.
Speaking of which, I actually saw something hilarious. I started watching The Apprentice to see Arnold on it. Best thing I've ever seen. Do you know how he ends the show? When he fires somebody? He had John Lovitz on there, right? Everybody knows
John Lovitz.
He does the little point.
Yeah.
You fired.
No, check this out. This is what Arnold now does on a thing.
Oh, wait, what?
Arnold Schwarzenegger is the new host of The Apprentice.
What?
Oh,
So he was talking, Warren Buffett was having like a party and everyone needed to get chocolate. Well, Warren Buffett...
Sounds like an average day in Warren Buffett's life.
Warren Buffett...
Having a party, get the chocolate.
Warren Buffett likes dark chocolate. Well, for some reason, John Lovitz missed that thing and got him like chocolate with nuts. Did it? Warren Buffett was
No,
like...
he didn't. He got him dark chocolate. He just got him chocolate with nuts for the show.
The producer. Lovitz.
So Arnold goes to John Lovitz at the end of the show, and he's like, John Lovitz, Warren Buffett, he likes the dark chocolate. You got him the chocolate with the nuts. I hate to do this to you, but he goes, John Lovitz, you're terminated.
Oh, no.
You're terminated. And then they have a helicopter on the roof. He goes, get to the chopper.
Oh, I love that.
That is what they do. Like, that is what they do. It's
That's
like...
so funny.
It almost seems like it was a joke. It almost seems like...
It is a joke.
Yeah.
Well, it almost seems like I was talking to a friend of mine today, and he said, like, it's like they were sitting around and they're like, what can we do? You know what would be great is if we got Arnold and he can come in and he could say, you're terminated, and then they fly out on the chopper. He has to say, get to the chopper. And they're like, that's a brilliant idea. Yeah. What's Arnold doing? Nothing. Right. He needs money. He's doing mobile strike commercials. Mm-hmm. Let's get Arnold on board with this show. So he was like, John Lovitz, your friend, but you didn't get the dark chocolate. You're terminated. Get to the chopper.
Why are they trying to give
I'm gonna start watching
jobs to celebrities?
I don't know.
What the fuck is John Lovitz going to do if he wins? What is John Lovitz going to be
I'm going to go work for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, that's weird.
So is it completely, Trump is completely removed? Like it's not
Trump is completely removed. Of course, Trump took to Twitter and said, oh, I can't believe the ratings on my show were so much better than Arnold.
Oh, right.
He said that the other day. And Arnold texted him and said, get back to work.
The one with Trump, the whole point was you would get a job in like Trump Tower or in some kind of Trump organization. I don't know, because I came in the middle of it, so I don't know. Like I missed the whole intro of like what it is, but I get it's Celebrity Apprentice. Like, what business does he could?
Arnold's not
Mobile strike.
Arnold.
Really?
You get to appear on the mobile strike.
John Lovitz.
You could have NPC in mobile strike.
You can appear next to me in my next holiday movie. We're searching
all the way too.
We're searching for Turbo Man.
Yeah.
I wish.
Man, that's such a good movie.
God, that is good. I missed it this year. I did not see Turbo Man.
I didn't see like any
at all this year.
It's Jingle All the Way, not Turbo Man.
Whatever. It should be called.
You're shitting on one of the most beloved Christmas movies.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know what I think? I think they should make a Turbo Man movie.
Ooh, I know it would suck.
It was basically like
it's turbo time.
I don't know what
it's
he was
turbo
supposed to do, but like the enemies were like Power Rangers.
Yeah.
They were. They looked like little Power Rangers. They were called the what were they called? God, they say it.
I don't know.
It's the Demon Team.
I think so.
His friend,
Demon Team.
He had like a friend, that furry friend.
No one
Booster.
liked him.
Nobody wants Booster.
Nobody wants Booster.
So I saw that was awesome. But Donald Trump will be sworn in Friday. So you have a couple of more days of being under the reign of
an intelligent person.
And then come Monday, when you wake up Monday morning, Donald Trump is going to be your leader.
Yeah.
I'll never recognize him as a president.
That's what it's going to be.
Trump. I will never say President Trump. Except for that one time. Just then. That's it.
Yeah. Well, did you hear that?
I'll call him Mr. T.
Back in 2008, for the inauguration, you have like reservations for buses for people to show up, and Obama had like 8,000 reserved spots, and with less than a week away, Trump has I think 200.
Jesus.
And I think there's 1,000 that have already been reserved specifically for protesters.
You know what the deal is? You know how Trump is all about numbers.
It's gonna be a disaster.
Trump is all about numbers. You know that. He's all about numbers.
He's gonna say he has so many buses.
So what I'm saying is that like the tweets that are going to come out of that are going to be about the ratings on television. How I had the most ratings of any president ever. More ratings than Abraham Lincoln on TV. Nobody watched him on TV. I had more ratings than him. And then he's going to say, the crowds were so awesome. They were so full.
He's probably going to be complaining about the protesters, saying like all these whiny people trying to.
Well, I saw on Fox News today that Alec Baldwin and Mark Ruffalo and someone else are hosting a protest rally, and there's already more people going to that.
They should have Baldwin versus Baldwin, because you know Stephen Baldwin,
Stephen Baldwin,
useless brother played Barney.
Yeah,
is like in love with Trump.
Yeah, he loves Trump.
They should have.
He's just trying to get attention.
Baldwin v. Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin does a great Trump.
Oh my
Have you been watching SNL lately?
So funny.
God, he is hilarious.
Yeah. He does a good Trump.
So yes, it's going to be a circus, and with that segue, Ringling Brothers is shutting down.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Did you ever go to the Ringling Brothers?
I've never been to a circus.
I went to a circus. My grandpa, Poppy, took me to one where the Bojangles is now. There was a field out there. Before, this may have been before you were like coming along, but where that Bojangles and the Arby's and all that stuff was, there was nothing there but a field. And Fuquay held a circus there. And that is the only circus I've ever been to, is that circus. I'm not really a circus person because I don't like clowns.
See, I don't either.
I don't support what they do with the animals.
Yeah.
So I'm not really a circusy type dude, but it is huge that Ringling Brothers is closing down, because I think they've been open for over 140 years.
Yeah. Yeah, they were saying that there were multiple factors in what has hurt them. One, obviously, being the elephants. They got rid of their elephants, and they noticed a larger ticket sale decrease than they had anticipated. So that hurt them definitely. It became more expensive to transport elephants. Ashboro, I think even I was told, got to where they won't even allow any exotic or wild animals in their coliseum. So they obviously, they're losing places to go. So that definitely hurt them. And then one thing that they said is really hurting them is the fact that kids these days don't pay attention to the circus. I think they were saying that most of their acts are about 12 minutes long or something like that, and they're having a hard time. The children don't focus on it. Like, people are saying that they're so addicted to electronics that they don't really even care.
I've been finding this. I found this out with this show. There were a couple people coming to me like, I like your podcast. It's too long.
It's too long.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? You can't sit and listen to people talk for an hour?
And they were whining about that. When we were just doing 40-minute shows. Yeah. So it wasn't even an hour.
I know.
Yeah. So
what is going on with the attention span these days, though? I swear that people can't focus anymore.
I can't really say anything.
How bad? Yeah, but how bad can it get to when you go to a live event and you can't focus on the event that you're at?
I don't think those kids are going to that because they want to. They're getting dragged along. Drug along? Dragged along.
I think it's dragged.
Drug.
So, what is your overall thought on the circus being closed down? How do you feel about it?
Well, having never been to a circus, I don't have much of an attachment to it. The person I was talking to who really loved the circus, she has gone to it, like, I guess every year, forever, has really enjoyed it. Her mom really liked it. So she was saying she was sad about it because she said it's like, if you're, into it, and it's really a good experience, like, she takes her grandson, and she was able to get, like, front row tickets. So she got, like, front row tickets, and for him, she said that the one year they went, the clowns, would come, and they pulled him out into the thing, and, like, he got to participate a little bit, and clowns would come and talk to him, and said that he had a really great time. Of course, her grandkid is, like, has the attention span of an adult, so he's pretty cool like that. So he really enjoyed it. So she's sad to see it go. I kind of have mixed feelings because, again, you know how I feel about animals. So, but one thing I didn't know, and apparently a lot of people didn't know this, and they came under fire for this, they actually have an elephant sanctuary that they have owned and operated since 1985, maybe?
They take care, they send...
Yeah, they have like an elephant sanctuary. Now, I mean, granted, this whole time they've still been putting the elephants in trains, carting them across the world, across the country multiple times. He's still, making them perform these acts whether they want to or not.
It's so weird. These acts are so weird.
Yeah.
Why is that impressive to see an elephant stand on one foot?
Yeah. I'd much rather see them
That's weird
where
to me that gets people going.
I think it's impressive that they were able to train an elephant to do that.
Well, but they did it by, like, beating them with sharp sticks.
Yeah, they did it with a bull stick.
That is true.
Use something.
Yeah.
You hit me with a bull stick, I'll do just about anything too.
Yeah.
But why? So maybe the training is it, but still, like, I've never understood why that's impressive.
And I'm not 100% sure what their methods became. Like I said, I've never really followed the circus, so I think they were saying that their methods over time have gotten better. So, I don't know that they use the bull stick anymore. They may use, like, positive reinforcement now. But, I mean, they've gotten completely rid of all their, like, wild animal acts as far as I know, especially definitely the elephants. But
I went to one when I was real little, and I rode an elephant. They let us get on top and ride it around. And I remember riding that elephant. It was really cool.
Yeah.
I think elephants are the only mammal that can't jump.
Really?
I think so.
Huh. That's cool.
Well, I guess I've never seen an elephant jump.
No.
I haven't either.
And they haven't been able to make it.
They're probably too big to do so.
I'd imagine.
Yeah. I feel that way sometimes.
Too big to jump?
Too big to jump.
I feel that way quite a bit.
That should be, if you ever write, like, your own, like, autobiography, like...
Too big to jump.
The Dustin Bullock story.
Yeah, that would be a great title for
like a comedy special.
Yeah. Having said all this, I did today buy Ross and I tickets to their very last show that they're going to do here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the last show in North Carolina, but it's their last, like, run.
Run through there?
Yeah, so Ross and I are going to the circus. It's going to be my first.
So you are going to the circus. When is the circus?
It's in February. The day I chose to go was the 11th.
It's my brother's birthday.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're taking me away from my brother.
He lives in, like, Rhode Island.
Oh, yeah.
And you were going to go hang out with your brother on the 11th there, were you?
The fair's the circus is okay.
Do you know?
I can't have too much affection for it, but I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty horrible treating anything badly.
You know what else is terrible is that Dick Grayson's parents were killed at the circus.
I think they kind of had it coming though.
Yeah.
Dick Grayson's parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't like them.
No.
They must have eaten at Red Robin. Gay, it all makes sense. Robin. Telling you.
We ate there actually.
Yeah. I don't like Red
recently. It was really good.
I don't like it anymore.
I like Red Robin.
I liked what I had. It was really
good. I used to eat there all the time, and I thought it was like the best burger around. And then I started eating it, and it was just one day I was like, yeah.
Well, we might have just done it too much.
Maybe,
but I too close to the sun, man.
No, I just think that Red Robin just got too big for the britches, man, and they lost the quality, man.
My burger though was.
What kind of burger did you get?
I don't remember what it was called because I had a weird name.
I like the Royal Red Robin. It comes with an egg on it.
That's what you got. The one I had was the burger.
See, their fries suck too.
Some kind of fancy cheese.
You gotta put the stuff on.
I can't eat their fries.
Their fries suck.
They're good if you put the stuff on
it.
No, I mean they're too potato-y. They're too big. I don't like thick cut fries. McDonald's has the best fries. Can we talk about fries real quick?
Yeah.
McDonald's has the best fries.
McDonald's does have really good fries.
The best fries ever.
That's like the only thing they got good anymore.
The best fries ever were like Burger King for maybe like a year.
In the 90s.
For like 1 year.
Yeah, they were good. You know, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that all McDonald's fries are from the same potato.
You told me this, that they like grow them in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, they're like these cloned potatoes that grow like
I need to
quickly.
see a report because I don't know.
That's what I heard. There was a scientist. There was a scientist where I work who was telling me this.
I need to see his write-up report.
You've told me, like, you've talked to me about conversations you've had with people you work, and they don't all sound that bright.
The people I work with?
Yeah.
The scientists over there?
Well, I don't know which ones. I'm sure some of them are, but you've told me some stories, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I tell you the ones about the stupid ones, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe this one's, I don't know. Is this one of the dumb ones?
Yeah, well, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Well, no, not necessarily, but it could, you know.
I'm joking.
What, did it go down the wrong pipe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drinking that
Don't mind me.
Clear America.
Oh, yeah.
No, that was water. That was just pure water.
Pure water.
I'm just dying a little bit over here. Don't worry.
Yeah, I like McDonald's fries and I like Wendy's fries because they don't put too much salt in it.
I
got a frozen.
Fries.
So I got a frozen Wendy's fry.
did.
What about never?
You
never
got a
always
frozen-
fresh, never frozen.
Yeah, it was.
I got
straight
a
up
frozen fry.
Well, you should take it back like, guess it ain't fresh.
Exactly.
It's frozen.
Smack them with it.
Bitches. Smack you with my French fry, bitches.
Frozen fry.
Yeah, it was cold.
Oh, that sucks,
It
man.
was so cold.
It's icy.
You know, back to the circus, though.
Yeah.
I don't know why this is funny to me, and I shouldn't even say it on the show because it's only funny to me.
Okay. Great start.
It's only funny to me. But in the movie Batman Forever, and I don't know why they left this in, Val Kilmer, who plays Batman, can't believe it, right? He plays Batman in that movie, and he was telling Nicole Kidman's character, he said, "Doctor, have you ever been to the circus?"
Really?
And
I've never seen it.
they left it in the movie. Like he says, tell me, doctor. He says, tell me, doctor, have you ever been to the circus?
I've never seen it.
Look, no,
I would
really.
love to watch that.
Listen, go back to Batman Forever. It's in the cut. I don't know why they left it in the cut, but they left it. If you watch,
Maybe you just can't say the word circus.
tell me, doctor, have you ever been to the circus? There's nothing funnier than saying like Batman lisp on the word circus.
Benedict Cumberbatch can't say penguin. He says
Penguins.
penguins.
Penguin?
Yeah, he says penguins.
It's funny because I was listening to it and he got it right like the first time and then it just went downhill.
He did a documentary on penguins and couldn't say penguin. And so
you can't hire a guy to do a documentary on a word he can't say.
That's what happened. And he talked about it later because everyone was making fun of him. And he was like, I don't know why the people who like hired me didn't tell me.
Yeah.
Didn't take me aside and say, you're saying it wrong. Because he has a whole movie where he's just constantly saying penguin, penguin, penguin.
Penguin. Yeah. I've been discovering that Ariana's been pointing this out that I have been saying a ton of words wrong.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. Pamphlet, which I say pamphlet.
Pamphlet.
I cannot say the word synonym. It's
synonym.
Like it tastes very you know how you,
like it tastes like cinnamon, so it's cinnamony.
Yes, cinnamon. I can't say that word.
That's what it is.
I literally my mouth cannot say the word synonymy.
No,
I can't say the word.
Break it down.
Cinnamony. I have to say it like that if I'm going to do it. It tastes very cinnamony.
Cinnamony.
But I can't say that word just that quick. Yeah. And then the other one was acoustic.
Well, acoustic?
That's right. You said it right.
But I was saying acoustic.
That still sounds right.
Yeah, it sounds right.
They were like, no, it's acute. No, I was going acoustic. Okay. I was saying acoustic.
No, that's something you.
That's what I was.
That's
doing.
something you play pool with.
Yeah, acoustic.
Yeah, I was telling them how I got my first acoustic guitar, and they were like, it's acoustic.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what though?
I'm an idiot.
I feel like I might have said. I don't know. Never mind.
Do you know anything? Is there any words that y'all pronounce wrong, or am I just the only one that can't talk?
I don't know.
The guy who hosts the show can't.
I used to say skint. Instead of like a skinned head, I thought the word was skint.
Skint. Yeah, I used to say it was a skint head.
For the longest time, I heard you would say collared shirt. For the longest time, I thought you were saying college shirt. You're like, I was wearing a college shirt that day. And I was like, what the hell?
I wore a lot of college shirts.
I have trouble saying back to back shoulder and soldier. I have trouble with those.
I say
soldier.
Both now.
Both with now, yeah.
But that I think is like an accent thing because a lot of people from where I'm from do.
It's like your only remnant of a northern accent.
Pretty much. I have a hard time saying sixths.
Sixth.
Yeah, I don't like. You have to there's like that mandatory
you gotta
pause.
Sixths
or sphere. I'm getting better at that.
Yeah.
But I don't like the word
You
sphere.
also can't say Palpatine.
Yeah, I can't. I always say Palpatine.
It's Palpatine.
I always say Palpatine, but that's not a real word.
I had a teacher who would say a hurricane.
Well,
Hurricane.
Yeah, that's not right.
No. Like, oh, the hurricane's coming.
Yeah.
What
I
is
also thought it was
hurricane?
funny that Dad says robot.
Robot.
But he says it like Rod Serling.
Yeah. That's like
Robot.
a 50s thing.
Yeah.
When they first were coming about robots.
Robots.
Or robots.
Do you ever... this is weird. Do you ever listen to like old recordings like Twilight Zone and find that people in TV had this weird freaking way of speaking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, they had this really weird way. They had completely different accent altogether than like people today. Like you never hear anybody going around like old TV shows when they talk about like when they would be describing something like old commentators. They were weird. Like I watched an old NASCAR race from like the 50s and like, and there they go. They are going around and fast and they are now changing tires. Like it was a really weird way, but that was like proper back then.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, did everyone go around talking like that back then? I think it's called the transatlantic accent. I think is what it's called. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's what it's called, the transatlantic accent. But it's like a whole way of speaking.
Well, yeah, Ross and I watched an episode of The Twilight Zone, and it was about this guy, and he ends up at this place called Willoughby. He rides a train to get there.
Willoughby.
He wakes up, and he's like, the conductor or guy or whatever comes by, and he's like, "Where are we?" He's like, "Willoughby." He's like, "Willoughby? Summer. Warm."
Yeah, that's
right. And they just keep saying Willoughby. I'll give you $1 if you can guess what the name of the episode was.
Willoughby?
Yeah.
That was a good episode, man.
It was good, but man, it was so weird the way they did Willoughby.
That reminds me, there was like a 50s or 60s movies where it was called Man's Favorite Sport.
The golf one?
No, it was the fishing one.
Yeah, with
the guy's name in there, his name was Cags Wallaby.
Yeah.
That was his name.
Wallaby.
Oh gosh.
Cags Wallaby.
That was that really handsome guy.
Rock Hudson?
Yeah,
that was who it was.
Rock Hudson.
He was gay, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was gay. He was the one who actually got like normal people, or I guess just the majority of people, to actually realize that AIDS was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was
with Reagan.
There was
Reagan.
He didn't care about AIDS until his friend got it. And that's when everybody was like, oh, AIDS is something that anyone can get. Yeah. Even Rock Hudson. Mm-hmm. Sorry to bring the show down.
Speaking of Rock Hudson being gay and all these girls disappointed because, he was like the heartthrob back then.
Yeah. He's cute.
A girl that I like came out as lesbian.
Oh, yeah?
Aubrey Plaza.
Oh, well, that was pretty obvious.
Man, but still.
I don't know who that is.
She's an actress. She actually does like the strangest television interviews you'll ever see.
Yeah, definitely.
She's awkward.
What's she in?
It's awkward.
I think it's an act.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It can't be that awkward.
No. She does like a lot of, I don't know if she's in this, but like, Parks and Rec, that show, like those kinds of shows.
Oh. Okay.
Like 30 Rock.
She used to go on
like that kind of humor. I don't know.
She used to go on Conan a lot and have interviews, which I heard Conan might be getting the chop. Man, I heard they're going to take him down to just a one night a week show.
Well, yeah, I like him a lot, but I haven't watched him in forever.
And it's been a while. I just watched the clips that come on Facebook.
Yeah,
I hate to see that though, because Conan was cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
I watched his current show now. I watched it for like a good 2 years, pretty much straight, and then I just kind of fell away from it.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Colbert.
We watch him on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watch Colbert a lot, but I watch Colbert on YouTube.
I don't really watch late night.
Colbert
shows.
Comes after after I get done reading the Times and watching Morning Joe, then I watch Colbert.
Nice.
That's when that falls into play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ross, you have a quiz, man.
Yeah, I do.
Let's take your quiz. Ross's quiz.
I brought paper.
Do you have a? Okay, you've got something to write with.
Yeah, man.
I'm just gonna use
I was on it this week.
my.
I brought my whole bag in.
I'm just gonna use my phone because. That's what I'm going to do.
I got paper and a pencil if you want it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay, I still have my little shred of paper from last week.
Yeah. Week 3.
Week 3.
Quiz 3. It's going to be good. It always is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
think so.
I'd like to hear, some feedback from people who watch it, if they think this is stupid or not.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Because maybe they don't like it.
Yeah.
I like the quiz.
I like the quizzes.
I like the quiz. Yeah, if you don't like the quiz, or if you do like the quiz, leave a comment saying that you like the quiz. That would be helpful.
It would be helpful.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe. That's what all the YouTubers say.
Are we ready for this quiz, guys?
I'm ready for this quiz.
We entered into this pretty low energy. I apologize. There's usually like some sort of like big segue.
We went from AIDS to quiz. So.
Yeah.
Thanks for ruining the show, man. Bringing it down. Hey, was it Liam Neeson?
Yeah.
Who was on that skit? He was like, I think I'm funny.
Yeah.
And then he said something like that, like, I have AIDS. I have AIDS.
Yeah.
And they were like, that's never funny.
That's never funny.
That was actually super funny. The funniest part of that, though, wasn't the AIDS. That AIDS was funny, but the funniest part was his Schindler's List thing. He was like, who made it? It was Spielberg who did that? Yeah, Spielberg. He was like, I went to him. I said, Steven, you have to get me in. I've been making lists forever. I'm great. And that's how I got the role.
I've been making lists forever.
Okay. Quiz number 3.
All right.
Question number 1. Who painted Liberty Leading the People? Was it A, Eugene Delacroix, B, Jean-Francois Millet, C, Rembrandt, or D, Thomas Gainsborough? I probably said those first 2 names wrong. Eugene Delacroix, Jean-Francois Millet, Rembrandt, or Thomas Gainsborough? Who did it? Liberty Leading the People. Which one of those names sounds like a guy who's concerned with liberty enough to paint a picture?
Well, I know what I put as my answer.
Okay. Would you care to tell us?
Yeah, I put that Rembrandt fella.
Oh, did you?
I did.
That Rembrandt guy.
Is that what he's
I hear he's... Yeah, that's how you say it.
Okay.
I hear he's coming up. I hear good things about Rembrandt.
I don't even know who the hell that is, but I figured he would paint a picture of liberty.
I said A.
A? You think it was Eugene Delacroix?
I like the name Delacroix.
Well, it was.
Shit.
It was Eugene
By
Delacroix.
the way, I'm pretty sure Rembrandt's a whitening toothpaste.
Is it really?
Get the Rembrandt white?
No, Rembrandt is a painter.
Is it really?
Without a doubt. Are you guys serious? I thought you were kind of like playing along.
No,
like,
I thought it was a toothpaste.
Dude, Rembrandt is like one of the most famous painters.
Well,
apparently he's not that famous.
All 4 of these are actually pretty well-known painters. Yeah. If you're into the paint society.
I like Salvador Dali.
Yeah, I like it.
That's about it.
With those clocks.
That's cool.
With that lock.
I had to recreate. Listen, this is coming from a person who can't draw. Mm-hmm. I had to recreate a painting of Salvador Dali in high school art class. So I chose one. I was going through them, and I was like, "There's no way I'm going to recreate this. I can't paint. I can't draw. I can't do nothing." I took that class to meet a girl. And
he did this one.
Is that Rembrandt? Yeah.
Listen, I took this art class to meet this girl, and I wound up getting in the art class, but she got into the one right next door at the same time. So I wasn't in the art class, but I wound up having to... Salvador Dali has this one painting that he did.
Yeah.
That is just a brown background with a green line going across it and a little spoon.
Nice.
I did that one because I was like, okay.
What's it called?
I don't remember. It was called Easy as Hell because all I had to do was I said, all right, I can paint the canvas brown, draw that green little line, and then draw a spoon. I think I can draw a spoon.
You know what's interesting? Picasso was actually, like, obviously he's known for all of his, like, mixed up faces and stuff. That was just, like, one small era of his work. He has, like, fantastic art.
Yeah.
He has really good art. But that's the, like, famous thing because it's so weird stuff. And it's not even that good.
I was looking, there's a movie coming out about Van Gogh, and the whole movie is painted.
Oh, that's really cool.
Every shot in the film is painted like a Van Gogh painting. In one scene, they said there was 172 paintings.
That's so cool.
Done in that one scene.
That sounds pretty cool.
And it's all stop motion.
Van Gogh's little self-portrait that he did, he looks like Danny Bonaducci.
He does look like Danny Bonaducci. That is funny. Question number 2.
Which one of these is an actual cure for hiccups? Is it A, shaking your left foot? Is it B, going somewhere that is under 63 degrees? Is it C, getting a rectal massage? Or is it D, laughing? You shaking that foot, you going somewhere cold, getting your booty rubbed, or are you just laughing? Gotta get rid of those hiccups.
I hate the hiccups.
Do you get them often?
No. The last time I got the hiccups, though, I had eaten 2 chocolate donuts at the lake.
Well, what did you do?
I held my breath.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, too bad that's not on here. Audrey, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, what are you saying?
I said C.
Rectal massage.
Yes.
Dustin.
I think it's laughing.
Laughing?
Yes.
It is getting a rectal massage.
Oh my god.
See, here's the thing. I think I just tapped into something. The more absurd ones usually are right.
See, I'm going with the
Logic.
There can't be a rectal massage. That's ridiculous.
Rub
This is what always helps me with my hookups.
Rub your rect.
So the next time I'm around someone, I get hiccups. All I have to do is, hey, can you
rub my rec?
Can you rub it?
Give him the old rectal rim.
Like, hey man,
you should always.
If you're ever with that girl you like, and she's got the hiccup, you could always say, hey,
you gotta ask though. Don't just go for it. You're not.
You're not
Donald Trump.
Hey, look, would you mind? But I have the hiccups, and I was wondering if maybe you could give me that rectal massage there, because that's supposed to cure hiccups in science.
You can do it like over the pants.
Yeah.
We don't need anything. We don't need any contact.
We don't need anything like that.
I don't know. So I feel like through the pants, it's just not the same.
It's probably not. It's probably better. Just skin on skin. Finger on rect is probably best.
Finger on rect.
But I'm not going there.
I'd be like, look, I just got to get over these hiccups. I don't want these hiccups. I mean, what can I do, right? I mean, I don't,
You're a victim.
I'm a victim here. I got the hiccups.
You're looking for a hero.
I need a hero.
Yeah.
To massage my rectum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Question number 3. I'm getting my ass kicked.
Behind.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to lose another one.
Question number...
So stupid.
Question number 3. If polar bears and penguins... Not penguins, but penguin... Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Let me start again.
Penguin.
It didn't happen. All right. If polar bears and penguins lived in the same place, how many penguins could a polar bear eat in a single sitting? Could he eat 23?
Jesus.
Could he eat 86? Could he eat 102? Or could he only eat 14?
This is like he's in one sitting. Like he's eating breakfast right now.
Yeah. He's got just a stack of penguin bodies. And
what kind of penguins are we talking about?
Just your average penguin. Nothing weird. Just your average.
Are we talking about like emperor penguins? Or are we talking about the little ones that like look like little puffins?
When I say penguin, what image do you think of?
Emperor penguin.
Well, then make it that.
Okay.
That's a big penguin, man.
That's a big penguin.
Well, okay. Let me change what I just said. When I picture penguin, I just picture the average one. Just average every day. Just Penguin Joe waddling along.
Penguin Joe.
Looking for that perfect pebble to get the girl.
Right.
Poppers and his penguins?
Yeah.
Mr. Popper's Penguins. Isn't that what it's called?
There's a movie.
That movie that ruined Jim Carrey's career?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No one took him seriously after that?
How could you take him seriously before that? His whole career has been...
Jim Carrey.
Well, I didn't mean that as a knock. He's a comedic guy.
Yeah, but Popper's Penguins is just...
It's just bad.
That was just too much.
It wasn't even funny.
Yeah. No.
Okay, Justin, how many can this polar bear eat?
I said it was A.
23.
Yes.
I said D.
D, you said 14.
Yeah.
It's actually B, 86.
No.
It can eat 86 in one sitting.
That's a lot of penguins.
Oh, there's a lot of penguins.
It is.
No wonder penguins are getting really
Do penguins have a lot of meat on their bones or something?
Must not. It's a bird.
I guess it's a bird. So.
Because
it's a cold bird.
86 penguins. I don't think there are 86 penguins.
Well, they're not even in the same place. That's why I said in the same place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They won't even meet. This will never happen. Penguins listening, rest assured, you're safe.
I'm about to say, you just scared the shit out of 86.
Or just be the 87.
Penguins are like, oh god.
Question number 4. The first passengers in a hot air balloon were not humans. They were a sheep, a duck, and a what? Is it A, pig, B, rabbit, C, chicken, or D, rooster? Got a sheep and a duck and one other little animal.
What are the choices in go? Like
A pig, a rabbit, a chicken, or a rooster?
Well, one of them can't work, and I'll explain why.
Okay. You might have found something.
okay.
Audrey, go. You go first.
I said B.
You think he went with a rabbit?
Yo, bum bum.
Justin?
I think he went with a chicken.
So close. It was the rooster.
Oh, what?
Yep, it was a sheep, a duck, and a rooster.
Well, that is dumb.
Well, hey.
That's dumb.
Complain to the balloon people.
Why would you risk your rooster, man? You need your rooster.
It does seem like send a chicken.
So that's what I would do. I was thinking strategy. I'm like, let's send the chicken up because
Why?
Because
chickens lay eggs, and you can eat chickens.
But you need your rooster. You need your rooster to impregnate the chickens.
No, you don't eat fertilized eggs.
Oh, that's right.
You eat,
but you still need to make more chickens.
There are other roosters.
This is like a courtroom argument right here.
There are other roosters.
Objection.
Shit.
It was
the gentleman
It was the unfertilized egg we were eating.
The gentleman you.
The rooster was never in that chicken.
Well, you know what? You know what is impossible is for it to be a duck because a duck can fly.
No, a duck was with it. It was a sheep, a duck, and something else.
Why did they put a duck in there?
I think they were just screwing around.
Because a duck could just fly away.
I think they're just screwing around.
The pig would be too heavy.
Well, the pig would be way too heavy. I thought that about the sheep too.
Yeah.
I said there's no way it can be a sheep.
But it was with a sheep, wouldn't it?
It was a sheep, a duck, and a rooster. Yeah, the other options were pig, rabbit, and chicken.
Well, pig was stupid.
I don't think Justin understands the question.
I can't believe they put a duck in there. That seems so stupid.
That's why I didn't choose the chicken or the rooster, because, I mean, they can't fly long distances, but they can, like...
Well, maybe...
Not really. Have you seen chicken run? They can't fly.
Maybe the duck... Maybe
they use thrust.
I'm wondering if the duck was there in case it all went bad, that they could say, hey, there was a survivor. Because that's a little bit...
And, can you imagine if it's going down and the duck's like, well, bitches.
See ya.
I was like, see ya.
Okay.
So I've lost another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can't win.
No.
Do you want to just stop?
No, let's do the fifth one.
Okay. The fifth and last one. After losing a fight, apes have been known to do what? Is it A, cry?
You can't even read
it. B, masturbate.
That's what I would do.
Oh, God.
Is it C, abandon the group they're with? Or is it D, commit ritualistic suicide with a sharpened piece of bamboo?
Jesus.
So
what kind of apes? Are we talking about bonobos? Are we talking about chimps?
For God's sake.
Asking questions.
But I need to know.
Apes.
You don't need to know. You don't know the answer.
Yeah, I do.
Do apes cry?
No.
Do they masturbate?
Well, I'm sure they do, but not
after. Do they
after.
Abandon groups after getting into a fight?
That's what I think the answer is.
Or do they commit ritualistic suicide?
I think they just leave the group.
Well,
in shame.
What if it's a samurai ape?
Then he would commit some type of seppuku, I reckon. But
okay. Well, I guess Justin just said he's going with B, abandon the group.
I'm going with that one.
Wait, okay. B was abandon the group?
No, that's C.
Okay.
What are you going with?
I'm going with masturbate.
It is masturbate.
I knew
it. This is ridiculous.
They masturbate.
That's what they do when they lose a fight?
Yeah.
Damn apes.
They're looking for some kind of comfort.
So, yeah, I reckon. But see, so they get into a fight. They lose the fight. He's like, well, F it. I'm going to go whack off then.
Yeah.
Why does he do that?
You have to get into the mind of an ape to know that.
Dude, there's a species of apes that you would just adore, and they're called the bonobos. And, everything they do ends in insects. When they, to, greet one another, they, get it on. And, when...
Just like humans.
Yeah, pretty much, everything
I don't know,
they do.
I haven't had that kind of, I don't know who y'all meet.
You need to meet them.
I don't know who y'all
You need to meet some of the humans I've been meeting.
I'm about to say, I don't know who y'all been meeting.
But they're, the most, docile, species of ape.
What do you think Trump would do if he lost a fight? If he had those options?
I think he would go and masturbate or
he probably would whack. Oh, yeah, have someone pee on him. Pee on me, I lost. I lost huge. I need to pee.
I was a little surprised to find out that they did that. I not that they do that anyway, but that's their response to losing a fight.
Yeah, that's very strange.
Well, maybe I should start doing it. Every time, day, you have a day that just whoops your ass, just come home and get it out and just be hey, I feel a ton better.
Oh my goodness.
It's from a biological standpoint, that's sound advice.
Do you guys watch Orange is the New Black?
No.
All right, so I watch Orange is the New Black, and in the show there was a guy talking about this great level of clarity you could get to, but how you achieve it is by masturbating, but right before you go, hold it all in, and then you get this great level of clarity. Okay.
I'm not going to participate in this conversation.
What kind of clarity?
I don't know. I don't know.
Spiritual clarity?
I think it was. His character was kind of he was this all-knowing kind of guy, really wise guy. And then I think at one point he was dude, right before you go, you just hold it in and concentrate on holding it in. And you just get this level. I think he even says that Paul McCartney or John Lennon used to do it, and that's how they'd come up with the songs. I don't even know if any of that is true, but
I feel like that would frustrate you.
Maybe.
I think that would complicate things.
I bet it would complicate things.
What do you, let's say you got stranded on an island with apes.
Okay.
And you had to just ingratiate yourself with the apes.
What? Oh, so I get into a fight with an ape and I lose.
What do you do?
I would go and do it because I think that would impress them because they would be like, "Look at the human, look at the
impress them."
Yeah, because he'd be like, "Look at this. This outsider has graced our customs."
What if you don't do it and another one sees you're not doing it and then goes over to help you with it?
Oh my god,
that would be horrible. I'd almost rather get attacked.
He just comes over and he's like, "All right, come here. We have to do it."
And I'm not talking like rough. I'm talking like a gentle
ape.
I think it would still.
He comes over with soft hands. Like he hasn't been like picking like fruit and stuff for the climbing trees. You know, he's like the ape that doesn't really do anything.
Speaking of apes, King Kong movie is coming out.
Oh yeah,
that movie looks great.
Thank you. I said that to Audrey and she thought I was joking.
You're both wrong.
Dude, that Kong is huge.
Dude, that looks great. But the worst part about it was the trailer where he's like, "This is Kong. He's our king."
Oh yeah,
it was like, "This is Kong. He's king around here."
Yeah, that was stupid.
That's pretty dumb.
It's almost as good as your teenagers who are turtles who are also ninjas.
Oh god, that was horrible.
My favorite one is Will Smith going, "What are we? Some kind of Suicide Squad?"
I didn't see any of that.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that one, but
I unfortunately did see the horrible Ninja Turtle movie. That movie hit the mark though for its audience because we went there and there was nothing but kids there, and those kids thought it was great.
Yeah, and Ross and I left like, "Oh my god."
Horrible.
The King Kong movie though looks awesome, and it looks so much better than Peter Jackson's King Kong, and it's much bigger than Peter Jackson's King Kong. And here's what I heard is that what they're going to do is, they made Godzilla, which wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Couldn't see Godzilla.
Well, he was only in it for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then, so I heard that they're going to make this Kong movie. Mm-hmm. They're going to make Godzilla 2, and then the next movie will be this Kong and that Godzilla fighting one another.
I'm waiting for Mothra.
I'm waiting for Gamera.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I want to see Ghidorah.
Well, speaking of trailers, what is your take on car commercials?
Car commercials are all the same, aren't they?
No. I might have been inclined to agree with you a year ago.
Well, listen to this. Listen to what I have to say. It seems like every car commercial, right? They're in the same desert, or they're in a room full of water, and they're just doing burnouts in the desert or in a room full of things that you will never do with the car that you were buying. Like they're selling you a Toyota Corolla. Best thing you're going to do with a Toyota Corolla, you're going to get in the car, you're going to go to the family store, you're going to put the groceries in the back, you're going to have some screaming kids in it, you may go see the grandparents in a Toyota Corolla. The Toyota Corolla commercial shows that car going through the desert, doing burnouts, going into a room full of like an inch thick of water and like slinging water everywhere, and I'm like, you're not going to do that. No. And it's a 4-door car.
No. I agree with you. Most are that, but there are a few gems that shine.
Well, pray tell, let me hear your gems on the car commercials.
All right. Well, I'll start with the newest one. That's cool. It's the 2017 Nissan Rogue.
The 2017.
You familiar with the Nissan Rogue?
I'm not familiar with the Nissan Rogue. Hang on, let me get my phone. Let me look up the Nissan Rogue.
Don't worry about looking up the Nissan Rogue.
I want to see what the car looks like.
Well, the car is irrelevant.
Okay.
Because it's the experience.
But I'm a car guy.
You are a car guy. You might like the Nissan. Are you a Nissan man?
No.
Okay.
I'm a Nissan guy.
No, because
my grandpa had a Nissan. I liked it.
I like Nissans. I just don't drive one.
No, I mean everyone. I think I saw the top 5 selling cars in America the other day, and one was the Nissan Century. Everyone drives a Nissan Century.
Well, move aside Century because the Rogue's coming.
The Nissan Rogue.
The Nissan Rogue. You were talking about how stupid and boring it is to be going around in deserts, and I agree. But what would you say to battling snowmen in a Nissan Rogue?
What?
Because that's what I did via an interactive commercial.
You went on an interactive commercial for Nissan Rogue.
And I fought a
snowman.
There's like options. They give you options.
So what can this Nissan do to fight the snowman?
Well, it's like, you see it. It's like, go left, go right, go into the storm, go against the storm. It's great. I recommend it.
So is it like,
I don't know how to get to it though because it's one of those pop-ups.
Yeah. So is it like GTA where like you drive the car and you can run over the snowman?
No, it was like a choose your own adventure book.
Oh,
it was like
with the Nissan. That is an interesting marketing.
It was
campaign.
great.
But who are they trying to reach with that?
Ross.
Bullseye.
I guess it's like what Ford's doing now. You know, the Ford Fusion now is using anime to sell the cars.
The Dragon
Ball Z and Sailor Moon.
I like that, yeah.
What?
Have you not seen the Dragon Ball car commercials?
No.
They're great. I think they've got 2 of them. They're so good.
Because like Ford Fusion.
Let's see, they got to make a fusion, and Piccolo's like, that's the best fusion I've ever seen.
Yeah.
There's a Ford Fusion.
Piccolo's my favorite.
Yeah.
I want to see
He's
it
like, that's the best Ford Fusion I've ever
You
seen.
should watch them after the show. It's really good.
I love that.
They got a Sailor Moon one too.
I haven't seen that.
That's cool.
The second one, and the most important one, is without a doubt that Volvo commercial.
Yeah.
Taken to the road.
I've heard tale of the Volvo commercial.
It's so good. It's so good.
How does this Volvo commercial go?
It's well, it's just a dude driving around, but
in a Volvo.
But the music is great, and there's a little cold fox.
Oh yeah,
I see that little fox, I get chills.
Oh wow,
yeah.
It's such a good commercial.
He's a fan of Fox.
Fan of the Fox.
It's so good.
You like Fox and the Hound?
It's so sad.
It is sad.
The movie.
Heartbreaking. How does the movie end?
On like the most depressing note, it's like, we'll never be friends ever again.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll never see you ever again.
I thought that like he decides not to kill them. But at the end, like he's down there and he sees his buddy in the woods, and they don't ever hang out again.
The fox is like up on like a cliff, right, with like his family.
He's up on like a railroad,
and he's like looking down at the and they play. So they have different voices. I think their voices are a little bit older.
Yeah,
but they play their kid voices, saying like, "You're my best friend.
Yeah,
we'll be friends forever." And then you see him like turn his back and walk away.
You know what part of that movie killed me?
Horrifying.
It's when the lady, #spoilers, but when the lady like realized she can't keep a fox as a pet and is like driving him to the woods and he's like wearing his little collar and he's like all snug up and like you're hearing like her talk about him as a baby and then they're like driving into the woods and then they get there and she takes off his collar and just drives away and then it starts raining.
I just want to start crying.
It's so sad.
Shit, I'm going to start crying.
I'm pretty much there, man.
That's like the saddest freaking movie.
Fox and
Think about that when you see this Volvo commercial.
I think that movie's sadder than AIDS, man.
I think you might be right.
The fuck am I even talking about? All right, so we've got Nissan, Volvo. Were there any other car commercials?
No.
Well, so why do you?
Your favorite car commercial is the one with the little kid in like the window, and it's like boo.
Oh god, that's the worst. That's the worst.
Like
I just told you about the 2 best. Yeah. That's the worst. It's literally the worst thing I've ever heard.
How does this car commercial go?
Basically, there's a little kid sitting in the back, and his dad is driving, and the whole like car is like open, and there's like an open window, and the kid's like looking out, and is like, oh man, all this stuff is going on. And he's like all excited, and then like the car automatic brakes, and then like the music stops, and the kid's like, and then his dad's
got like the worst music.
His dad like gives him a look like, you good?
It's stupid. It's got this horrible song that's like hip hop, but like also like oddly like Native American sounding, which I don't like that. I mean, I kind of went into it like months ago when we were talking about Cherokee, how I don't really like Native American culture.
Damn.
And I don't mean that. Like,
well, yeah, because you don't even like the Wicker Basket.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's not
way
like,
back in.
I don't mean that in like a racist way.
Yeah.
Like, I think Native Americans are fine.
I mean, like an art style way.
Exactly, an art style way.
Like, you don't like the Dia de los Muertos kind of style.
Yeah, same with Mexican. I don't like Mexican art. I find it kind of boring.
I don't really either.
So it's the same way with Native American culture. Not the people. People, I'm sure, are great.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, obviously we can go into the whole thing about their mistreatment, and I would 100% be on their side.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that was happening a while ago with the pipeline thing, without a doubt on their side. Yeah. That's not a statement against them.
Yeah.
It's just I just am not.
You just don't like their culture.
Their art. I'm not a fan of their art. I'm not a fan of their music or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And same with Mexican stuff. We went to a Mexican restaurant like a year ago, and they had just Mexican music on the TV, and it drove me fucking insane.
This is where we differ. This is where we differ because
it was insufferable.
I love mariachi music.
That's insane.
May I actually?
That's an absurd thing to say.
Hang on 1 second. Let me grab my classical Spanish guitar.
Could that maybe what kind of?
It's a classical
acoustic.
It's not an acoustic. It's a classical Spanish.
Okay,
guitar.
It's not acoustic.
It's not acoustic.
But listen, if I may, like I love Spanish music.
Okay, that sounds fine. Over and over and over and over and over again for a half an hour. Everything sounds the same. All their music sounds the same.
Well, I like
the mariachi outfit looks so uncomfortable.
I want one.
Like black jeans and black boots
But look how sparkly it looks.
It looks so uncomfortable.
And all the tassels and that hat. Dude, I want a sombrero outfit with and then they got the white shirts and the bow ties.
It looks so uncomfortable.
Dude, I would wear it every day.
That was just a bad day though. I was having a bad day anyway.
Yeah, you were having a bad day. We went
to the restaurant. The worst food ever.
The food was gross. And then I was like, let me get you a piece of tres leches cake because that'll be good.
It was horrible.
It was really bad.
It was horrible.
I didn't even like it. And I actually really like tres leches.
It was like if you ran it under the faucet.
Yeah, it tasted like a sponge.
It didn't just taste like a sponge. It was like the consistency of
eating a sponge.
Well, think of a sponge, but with absolutely zero resistance. Sponge isn't easy to rip up. This thing was easy to rip up, but it was like eating cake in the shower. It was like eating cake under the shower.
You know, I've never done
horrible.
I haven't either.
I have never been that depressed.
Go to this place.
Cake in the shower.
Go to this place. Order that, and you'll.
I literally did that. There was a girl. There was a girl I was chasing one time, and she winded up not wanting anything to do with me. And so I immediately hopped in the car, went, got a box of donuts, and sat on the toilet.
Oh, God.
Just eating them.
Eating in one end and out the other?
Yeah. No, I mean, I was I literally had the seat down. I was just sitting because I think my cat was eating it, so I went and sat next to him and was like, let's just eat.
That's so sad.
Donuts are like the worst. You gotta choose a better snack.
But yeah, I just to be absolutely clear, this is like Mexican people and Native American people I love. As a people, as just people, it's their art that I'm not a fan of.
I think you're nuts about the Spanish music. They got.
I just don't like it. I just can't get into it, man.
Dude,
and
that's fine if you like.
There's a group called the Green Car Motel. Anyone listen and look up the Green Car Motel? I know
that one song.
Yeah, there's a song called Destiny for April, and then which I like, and then I like another song called Senor Chapata.
Senor Chapata.
Yeah, and that's a good song. Oh, and also I like old music from old Western themes from back in Sergio Leone's day when he was making Western movies, and the guy who wrote the theme for Navajo Joe. That's a good tune there.
Not familiar.
I'll take your word for
it. And then the theme song to Sabata is good.
Sabata?
It's a movie. It had Levon Cleef in it. Who was like a big spaghetti Western guy. Oh, okay. And in the movie, he played this guy named Sabata, who had all these gadgets. He was like James Bond of the West. He had a gun that was in his coat thing, and he could flick it out. And then he had but there was also another guy in the thing, and it was the first place that I'd ever seen this. He had a banjo that was a gun.
Oh, that was Desperado.
Yeah, Desperado. And I think he kind of got it from Sabata.
That's cool.
But the theme song to Sabata is awesome. It's like bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum bum.
See, I like Desperado. I know it's like a Hollywood thing. So it's probably not the greatest representation of Mexican culture.
Well, Robert Rodriguez made that, didn't
he? He did, yeah. And I think the original one was in all Spanish. And I went to Tijuana one time. And I liked that. I thought that was kind of cool.
Oh, yeah? Well, I had Corona Light one time, and I like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm with you on that. But
yeah, you do you like Mexican beer, don't you?
Yeah, you like Dos Equis.
Yeah.
Dude, I like Modelo. Man, if you put some salt in Modelo...
I just want to make clear, though, that this isn't like a personal thing.
Well, I think it's pretty clear at this point.
I know. I just want to make sure, because you know how people get.
I do know how people
to twist words around.
I know people are
not so, not in favor of the wall.
You mean the little fence that he's gonna build?
I think it's ridiculous.
I thought for a second you were talking about Pink Floyd. I was about to punch you. I was like, you mean Pink Floyd's The Wall? I was listening to that in the car today, actually.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So yeah, it's just
Donald Trump's wall. Yeah, that is stupid.
It's incredibly stupid. It's ridiculous.
Look, you don't have to like Spanish music.
I don't.
I think it's nuts you don't, but I like, I don't think there's anything wrong with not liking Spanish.
I don't like the music of our people, the country music.
Oh no,
the music of our people.
I hate that. I would almost put that below Mexican music, Spanish music, because Spanish music to me is just kind of annoying. It kind of is grating because it sounds the same. But I don't understand what they're saying. I understand what people are saying in country music, and it's so stupid. It's
I like
so dumb. Singing about tractors and shit. It's like, What?
I like Willie Nelson. That's why I got this classical.
Willie Nelson is like a whole new cat.
Have you heard? You've heard the one, money can buy me a boat, and it can buy me a truck to pull it with. No, it can buy me a gun rack or something.
To me, that is just like so.
There was one that says. I didn't like it. It was "Baby, Your Song." You let me roll my windows down and cruise.
Yeah.
This is horrible.
I hated that song.
I wrote a country song recently.
You wrote a country song?
Yeah.
What was it? What was the name of your country song?
He flexed his toes and then he died.
Oh yeah.
Flexed his toes and then he died.
That sounded to me, because it happened. Well, it didn't really happen. Ross is not.
There's
dead.
a guy who flexed his toes and died.
No, Ross did something the other day. He flexed his toes, and then he was feeling sick, so then he flexed his toes, and afterwards he acted like he was dead. And then I said he flexed his toes, and then he died. And that sounded to me like something Dolly Parton would have written.
That was good.
So it was like, the rest of it would be, he flexed his toes, and then he died on a Saturday night in Morrisville.
On a Saturday night in Morrisville.
See, that's what's sad, though, about country music, because that sounds like a good country
Sounds
song.
like a good country song. I mean, I could sell that. Like, you do the, and now Conway Twitty. You know.
Conway Twitty looks like Jim Carrey.
You think so?
Conway Twitty. No, George Strait.
I don't see it.
No, it's George Strait I'm thinking of. George Strait looks like Jim Carrey. Let me see if I can.
Mr.
Let me
Conway
see if
Twitty.
I can't show you that George Strait looks like Jim Carrey. And for those of you listening, go look up George Strait right now.
Got more money than George.
Strait.
How do you know this?
Because
Why do you
I'm
know
from
that?
here.
I'm about to say, this is just stuff you know.
This is just stuff you hear, man.
It's horrible.
Oh, I got a library.
Gosh.
Library full.
Google's being
How do you manage?
stupid.
One day at a time.
One day at a time, one song at a time.
One song at a time.
I just can't get into it. I think there's I forget who said it, but someone had like an old comedian. I feel like it was Mel Brooks. He had
It ain't
great
George
thing.
Strait. Who was it? There was like an old what is an old dude?
What is an old dude?
All I got in me was Conway Twitty.
I think it was Mel Brooks though, and he said he was like one of his funny quotes.
Oh, definitely ain't Conway Twitty.
He said, "I don't like country music, but I don't want to denigrate the people. And for the people who like country music, denigrate means insult." I thought that was great.
That is good. Yeah, that's funny. There's some that I actually still like, I will have to say.
Country music?
Yes.
I've never heard a country song that I liked. And I've never heard a country song that ever made me want to search for a country song that I might like.
That's fair.
It's always just been like instantly like, I hate
I've
this.
never heard a Northern song that I liked.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I know pretty much all of the music that's good.
Oh,
There's some great bands from Boston.
that's it. It's
Yeah.
George Jones.
George Jones.
It's George Jones. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Well, I'll be dang.
It looks just like Jim Carrey. George Jones.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, George Jones. Okay, so I apologize about that for y'all listening. George Jones looks like Jim Carrey. And you actually know how I found that out? I Googled country singer that looks like Jim Carrey.
Why?
Because I wanted to know.
If there was one?
Well, no,
How
I
does
wanted
the
to
thought even come
I think
into
he
your
means
head?
just now.
I wanted to know.
I thought you meant originally.
He just one day thought.
Just one day, I'm just sitting around.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, that just came into your head.
I'm sitting there, I'm sitting there just watching a Jim Carrey movie, and it just, God, I just,
There's
is there
gotta
any
be.
country singer who looks like him? I just kind of know. There's gotta be one. And then, surely enough, I Google it, and damn, George Jones pops up. And I was
Oh,
like,
man.
God,
That's funny.
I knew it. George Jones. I think my roommate wanted to be a country singer at one time. He
would.
He was writing country music at one time. I think his name was Brandon Tate. That's a good country name. There's a guy. That's a good country name. Like there's a guy I work with. His name is Norman Gentry. And I thought, like, that right there is country star legend. Like,
Montgomery Gentry.
welcome to, like, PNC Arena here in Raleigh. Tonight, the one and only country legend, Norman Gentry. Like, it just seems like it would, like, work. And he comes out and he just starts singing away.
Flexing toes and down.
Flexing his toes and down.
I can write a whole song about it. I'm going to do it.
We'll do
I'm gonna write
it.
a
I'll
song.
write the tune, man.
All right,
I
man.
got like all these guitars in this room to
I say
choose
we
from.
do it and we're going to get millions.
Millions.
You probably could.
Yeah.
That's how low
It
the
can't
bar
be too
is.
hard.
Well, country songs are composed of like what 3 chords.
And I mean,
anyway.
with my beautiful vocal.
Oh yes, of course.
Sell thousands. Speaking of music and the people who play it, DJs. Let's talk about how that's
horrible DJs.
Not a good thing.
Talking about DJs on radio or like DJ Khalid.
I don't know what DJ Khalid is.
He's that like big dude. He's on that commercial where he's like, I'm working.
Are you talking about like party nightclub DJs?
I'm talking about DJs on the radio.
I used to be one of those.
Well, I hope you were a good one. Because there's one...
I sure wasn't.
You were fine. You didn't say much. And that's all right.
You'd have preferred.
That's what I want out of my DJ.
I never really said a whole lot in it either. I would always talk about, whenever I was on, I would always talk about the history of a song.
I wouldn't even go that far. I would,
because I did classic rock, so I'd always be like, I'd always be like, this song was written in 1972. This is why they wrote the song. This is kind of what was going on. I would always give like this like background to the song. Like I like music history.
Yeah,
I like learning why rock guys
even that is fine. But there's a DJ, and, like, I just got a new car. And so for, like, a few months, I have XM radio. So when I listen to XM radio, I only listen to it for music. Like, it's supposed to be just music.
Because there's no DJs on XM, right?
There are.
There was supposed to not be. That was the point of XM.
There are.
What's the DJ doing? I don't have... you can't hide money, so I don't have money. And I don't have XM radio. I've never had XM radio.
I only have it for a little bit. It's free right now. There's a DJ.
I don't think it's that much.
It's more than I want to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a DJ on there. And she's the most obnoxious thing. Like, today is Tuesday.
Yes, it is.
And she was on there and she started singing, It's Tuesday night. And it's like, shut up.
Why was she singing?
It's like, just play the music. It's just what she does. And
because she's getting paid to be a DJ, but she has no talent, so she has to just fill it with something. So she came out with It's Tuesday night.
It's Tuesday.
That's what that was.
And like, that's what she sounded like. And then there's another one on that channel, the same channel.
I can't even get like an interview to talk with a radio station for a job, and these people
have it.
are on the fucking bank.
Like a DJ, I expect him.
I know how you feel about that, by the way.
I expect him to.
It's super discouraging.
Yes, it is. They don't want to talk to you.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
I learned this the hard way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I expect him to fill, with music history, or this is the song that's playing. This is this.
This is what's coming.
So
next.
he thinks, oh, hey. This guy, he one of the singers or whatever, he wrote this tweet, and his tweet said da 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 da. And it's like, I'm thinking, like, if I cared about what this guy's tweets were, I follow him on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, I don't freaking care. Like, just talk about the song and just play the song.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about...
Like, people are paying for this.
I'm actually thinking about going and making another radio show other than the one we do. Mm-hmm. And just me playing B-sides. Like, going and getting all the great B-sides from all these old... Right, you see all these records that I got?
Yeah.
Going through and getting the B-sides off those records and just doing that and then giving the background to them. Mm-hmm. I like that kind of... There was a show I used to listen to. It was The Deep End with Nick Michaels.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, and he used to go and he would do that. He would find, like, bands that you kind of knew of, but he would find these tracks that, like, you'd like...
never would have heard.
Who the heck? They wrote this song?
Yeah.
Like, I did not know the Rolling Stones did, like, a psychedelic album, and they had a song on it called In Another Land. In Another Land. Anyway.
This is in no way even deserves to be in a discussion of, like, good music. But did you know that Lil Wayne had released a rock album?
When?
Like years ago. And
is it pretty good?
I actually didn't hate it. I wouldn't say it was good.
What was it like? So it's got rock guitars, drums, and all that stuff?
He apparently got like lessons from Slash.
Oh, God.
Really?
For like a month, I think it was.
A month.
And he did this horrible... It's like, of course, the horrible like auto-tuned. But it's like auto-tuned rock.
Oh my God.
But it's kind of got like a hip-hop
But it didn't suck.
Well, it's almost universally panned. Like, everybody hates it. But I listened to it, and I was like, I don't really hate it. I'm not hating it. I'm not going to endorse it, but I don't hate it. Mm-hmm. I don't really like him in general. Like, I don't like any of his other music. So maybe if I did, then I would hate this. Mm-hmm. And maybe if you don't like his other stuff, this doesn't seem as bad.
Right, yeah.
So that might have been what happened. I just thought that was a funny little fact. Not a lot of people know that he released
I did not know he had one.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to listen to that now.
You should, man.
I have to check that out.
I mean, it's you're not going to like it. I can tell you that already.
Yeah.
It's got like Nicki Minaj on a track. Oh. It's like that kind of stuff.
One thing I don't like about what DJs will do, and I don't like the over-the-top voice that they kind of put on. Mm-hmm. I don't like that.
No.
When they go out there and they're like, hey guys, it's K107.9 and we're here.
Yeah,
I don't like that. Come on.
It kind of goes back to what you were talking about earlier with the weird announcing voice.
Yes.
It's like
they come on and it's like, hey, this is WKZB. We're over here. 109.2. We're coming at you with all the hits. Fresh.
The theory is to like get your attention, and it does because it's so stupid.
Certainly, because you're like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Yeah.
Oh, that was another thing the DJ did. I was the New Year. And we were listening to it, and he was like, so guys, what are you doing for your New Year? I want to know. Let me know.
What your resolutions?
What are your resolutions? I'm interested. I was like, no, you're freaking not. Play music that I'm paying for. I mean, I'm not paying for it, but there are people paying for this. It's like, no one cares.
Just play the music.
Yeah.
It's a dying art, being a good radio broadcaster.
It certainly does. Good thing the people still have this show. Jeez, what would they do without this show?
They probably,
because this is like it for radio. I mean, where the buck stops here, man.
I mean, you don't get quizzes. Talks about ape masturbation. Talk about awesome snowman commercials.
I told someone the other day. Someone was like, I was given this show for someone to listen to because I wanted to listen to it, and I told them, I said, they were like, "What's your show?" Basically, and I said, it's about nothing. It's like the Seinfeld of radio. They were like, well, what's your show about primarily? I said, nothing.
We just talk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they were like, how do you pick your topics? I was like, we just start talking.
Yeah. Well, some people have a really hard time continuing like conversations.
I love to talk. I don't know if you guys have noticed.
I
do too.
I love
and I always
talk.
thought it was just like I didn't think it was that unique a thing, but apparently most people can't or don't want to really carry on long conversations.
Dude, I love it. Like,
but I'm interested in just about everything.
Yeah, me too.
Even stuff I don't like.
Yeah,
I can have a conversation
I've had conversations with things I don't understand, but I'll still try because I want to know.
Yeah,
like I just like talking, and I talk to most anybody. Mm-hmm. You know me. Yeah. If someone comes up and they show any bit of interest, I'll just be like, all right, let's talk.
Yeah, see, I don't talk very much. I like being with people who talk a lot. That's why I love Ross.
Do you know what
he will like tell me about something, and I just kind of listen because I just don't talk a lot. And like today, I had to pick up a girl I work with, and I don't know her like super well. I like her, but I don't know her very well. She just started working there recently. So now we're sitting in the car, and I'm like, I don't know how to talk to people.
That's like what you were talking about with that girl.
Oh my gosh!
The music on.
My ride home from the New Year's Eve thing was an absolute disaster because
she wouldn't talk.
She just wouldn't talk, and I was like, I can't handle this. I was literally freaking out, and I would try to say something. I'd get like the 1 to 3 answers, so I was just like, F this. I'm just gonna play the music, man.
Yeah.
Well, when you talk and they don't respond, it's like it definitely sends off like a. They're not enjoying this.
They are not. Like that's how I get because I like to talk so much. Yeah, and I'm like,
I don't do that on purpose. I just don't talk.
So yeah, you're right. Like whenever I get around someone who's like not speaking, I'm always thinking I'm doing something wrong or they're not enjoying this.
Yeah,
it's one of those two. Clearly, there's just no such thing as not wanting to talk.
I give you responses.
Yeah.
I don't know how to add to conversations very well.
Actually, this brings up something. The last thing I wanted to talk about. Actually, I just remembered I wanted to talk about this, and there was actually people have said that, and I heard this recently, that maybe one of the reasons why I'm still single in terms of is I talk too much. Is there such thing as like talking too much?
Oh yeah.
Because because
I approached it.
You know me, and then too, I'm very open. Like so, like if you ask me questions on anything, I'll give you an answer.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
Well, don't ask questions if you don't want answers.
Right.
Yeah. I can't blame you for that.
I did talk a lot, but the other thing I heard today, someone said on the radio. Said, never date a guy who has a cat.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
I have a cat, but I got
They didn't give a reason. They just said, oh, yeah, never date a guy who has a cat. And I was like, I have a cat.
I have a cat, too, but I got mine after I started dating Audrey.
Yeah.
So I think
what's the problem? All right, so what is the deal, Audrey? Like, do you have any idea?
She would love that.
Dude, if I wasn't dating Ross and then I met a guy who had a cat, I would be like, let me freaking meet your cat.
I can't believe what.
I guess it's because.
What's wrong with the cat, man?
Is it like a symbol of male, or I guess of just being a bachelor?
Or is it just like kind of being like weaker? Because
I like.
Cats are my favorite. Okay,
mine too. And the reason why I like a cat versus a dog is that my roommate is constantly having to say his dog's name. He's constantly having to take his dog outside. Of course, I've been doing it a lot on the weekends lately. Anyway, that's another thing. So anyway, he's having to be taking his dog outside. He has to do this. The dog is constantly up underneath him.
Yeah.
Where is my cat right now? I don't know. He probably doesn't care. And then too, my cat shits in a box. I don't have to. All I have to do is scoop it out. He takes care of himself. When I go away for a couple of days, when I'm doing films, it's really nice because I'll be gone for long periods of time. That cat just hangs out, man.
Yeah. Same with my cat. My cat freaking greets me at the door. He greets me at the door. I give him his love, and he's gone. He only bites me twice a day. Right. We're fine. I mean,
I do look like an emo kid in high school because I've got all these scratches all over me.
Yeah.
But it's all from the cat. But
they're self-sufficient. It's definitely.
So I could not believe it. I was riding down the road today, and she was like.
But, cats do have that kind of stigma. Like, when a guy has a cat, it's like, oh, he, just has a cat. So it's like, he doesn't have a dog, which means a dog he, goes out and plays with, and he's, active and, walks his dog. It's like, no, he has a cat, so he, sits at home and, drinks macchiatos and reads the Times.
Reads the Times.
And watches Morning Joe.
So what? I'm smart.
I mean,
I think that's an unfair stigma.
I mean, it is, but I feel like they do have that, stigma with them. And, too, I think cats are kind of, associated with I don't know,
the crazy cat lady.
Yeah, so then the weird cat guy.
I do like cats. If I could have the funny thing is, if I could have all the cats, I'd have all the cats.
Really? If I could give up my cat, I'd give up my cat.
Well, you have a different kind of cat.
Yeah,
and technically, I do too. He's
y'all's cats suck.
He's a bit much.
Your cat's getting better though.
He's on drugs.
Yeah.
My cat is cool around me. No one else.
My cat is a god.
Your cat's pretty
Binks?
iffy.
Binks is a god.
Are you kidding?
Okay, he's a demon. I still accept it. I love him. He's the best.
I'll say that's how I feel about Frank. Mr. Frank Rogers. That is my cat's name.
Your problem,
Mr. Frank Rogers.
Mr. Frank Rogers' problem is that I bottle fed.
Yeah.
That's also what's wrong with Binks. He was bottle fed.
Don't do that no more next time you get a cat.
I try not to. I've lately been pawning him off on rescues. Your cat also had a sister that didn't fare too well.
No.
But yeah, bottle feeding cats, man, those kittens, they're so cute, but they miss something. There's something that they're missing with the mom.
The mom.
The discipline.
I
can't discipline the
No, well, they hit the hissing. Apparently, when they get out of hand, the mom will get up and just hiss really crazy in their face, and it freaks them out.
And when they start playing rough with me, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's
cute.
The thing. When they play rough with other cats will hiss too, and that's when they learn that
And Binks is like that.
Okay,
Mr. Rogers is cool with you. Binks is cool with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Nico's cool with me.
Exactly.
He's super nice to me.
Yeah. So,
he's actually super nice to most people, just not you.
Yeah, his cat, it really hates me. Every time I walk to the bathroom, he hisses at me and swipes at my toes.
Yeah, Frank's something
But he's
else.
an orange tabby, so it's just in his blood to be kind of mean.
I've always wanted an orange tabby because of my
I know,
life.
and now you have a black and white one.
Yeah.
That's where you went wrong.
I know.
My cat's perfect. He's solid black.
I'm moving soon, and that sucker's going to cost me $25 extra.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I do like him, and I just couldn't believe it today when the lady on the radio said,
don't date a guy with a cat.
Don't date a guy with a cat. But, you know what?
I should have called in and been like...
That's sexist.
I wanted to.
What about women with cats?
Right. Right.
How do you guys feel about girls with cats?
I don't have a problem.
On their pets.
I know.
Unless they had a bunch and it was all gross and filthy.
Yeah.
Unless they've smelled like
Yeah.
shit. I feel like, girl, your house smells like shit.
You got too many cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I went over to a place and she was, and I met her and she was wearing a cat sweater, and she had cat pillows.
I have a cat pillow.
And she had...
I have a cat coffee cup, too. And a cat clock.
Oh, yeah. So that, if I went over and I saw...
We got a lot of black cat plushes, too.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think if I opened the door and she's, answering the door with, a cat sweater. Although I've always wanted a shirt with Frank's face on it.
That would be hilarious.
Can you see it? I just wear, a shirt with my cat's face on it.
Yeah.
You should get a shirt of you holding him.
That'd be great.
And where you...
Can I tell you, I saw a picture one time on the internet of a guy who got his picture taken with his cat.
And he's holding him
And he's holding him
looking off to the side.
And off to the side is his cat.
That's for the yearbook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, if I'd have been... I was already picked on in high school, so I might as well have just done it. I might as well just gone in there and been like, I'm gonna get my picture taken with my cat.
Yeah.
I love that cat. Like, it's the closest thing to a son I'll ever have. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Seriously, Yeah.
That's how I feel about Banks.
The cat's like all I got, man. If it wasn't for the cat, I'd have nothing else.
Yeah.
Who else are you going to sit on the trailer and eat donuts with?
That's right. Dude, tonight he and I ate dinner together. I opened up his little can of wet food. I gave him some. He sat there and I ate my sandwich.
Nice.
Well, we drink milk together.
You give your cat milk?
Good, man.
No, I used to when he was a kid.
I was going to say, don't tell me that.
He doesn't actually want it anymore.
See, Binks has gotten bad. He's starting to beg. He'll grab crap out of your hand. No. With you'll be eating some of the spoon, he'll grab the spoon.
Frank wants nothing of anything that I eat.
That's good.
The other thing he wants is the chicken deli meat that I put on the sandwich. I'll give him a little piece of that. But he really is not interested. He'll come over and put his face in it. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I don't know.
Yeah, Binks has gotten to where he'll get stuff. But he doesn't like cat treats. He doesn't like canned food. The only things he eats are these little CET treats that I get. They're they're like dental treats. They're shaped like wine corks. No other cat in the world likes them. Like, we have bags of this getting ready to expire at work because no one buys them. But Binks loves them. He follows me around in the morning until
sounds like he's not quite the god we thought.
He likes dog food too.
Yeah, he likes dog
food. Eats dog food.
It's his offering. It's his daily offering. He's above the dogs, therefore he can eat their food. The dogs can't eat cat food. Cat food's his prescription, and it's really expensive. Because Binks has a sensitive bladder.
I actually tried to save money the other day. Excuse me.
Yeah.
It's like Frank knew this. I went to Walmart and I bought Purina cat chow.
Yeah.
$4. Yeah. The food that I feed Frank is $18.
What do you feed him?
Purina's savory.
Oh, the Savory Select.
Savory Select.
Yeah, that's expensive.
He loves that. He loves the salmon thing, right?
Yeah.
I come home with the cat chow, right? And he's all excited because he sees the bag. I come home and I open it. I pour a little cup in there. He takes one bite. He literally stopped, turned around and looked at me with a look of like, the fuck is this shit? Where's my Savory Select? What's this dollar menu Walmart shit? Yeah. And I was like, come on, man, just eat it. So he hopped down. And I was like, fuck you, man. And so then the next day I come in the morning, he gets up, he's all excited. I go in there. I'm not going to feed him because he's got a full bowl. He hops up there. He takes another couple of bites. He turned around again. You still ain't cleaned this shit up? This is the same food? So I went a couple of days with this of him nibbling at the same bowl, and I finally caved in and bought. So I've got a full bag of cat chow in there that he's not going to touch.
Right.
Had to go spend because I thought, man, if he likes this, I can just start getting this, and I will save so much money.
Yeah.
No, he can taste it. He's like, no, I can taste it. What's this dollar menu shit you're feeding me, man? This cat chow.
You know how much a bag of my cat food is?
How much?
$35.
Jesus, what do you feed him?
Hill's CD Sensitive
Jesus
Dry.
Christ.
I get a 13-pound bag of it. It's CD Stress. Because of where I work, I get a better deal through Hills. But if I paid full price for it, it would be about $60.
God, it's like what, the ribeye of cat food, the Angus barn.
That food works though. That food does what it's supposed to do, and I love it.
What's it supposed to do?
He has he has cystitis. It's called FLUTI, feline lower urinary tract disease. So he eats this food, and it keeps his bladder happy, and it keeps his stress levels down.
Frank he enjoys that food, and then I give him half a can of wet food every now and again when he I don't know, just whenever I feel like spending the dollar on it, which he doesn't get it very often because I normally don't, because his food is already $18 anyway. Cat food $18.
You got a funny story. You want to end on a funny story?
I always do. Yeah.
That, well, I don't know if maybe we can't say the word, but that time you were buying cat food and that guy started to fight with you and started shouting at you as you were walking out of the grocery store.
What?
Oh, yeah.
He said an offensive slur.
Yeah. God. So I was standing...
I remember now, yeah.
I was in the grocery store and I don't know what this guy's deal was, but he was like...
The funniest shit happens to you, man.
I know. I don't know what this guy's deal was. I don't remember all the details. It was so long ago, but
he was upset with you. It wasn't even anything you were doing. It was the weight or something. He was upset with you for buying cat food.
I don't know. I know he was in front of me.
Oh.
And he was paying, and so I walked up there and I set my cat food down.
Oh, but he didn't like
because I was he did not like that because he said, "Why don't you give me some time?"
Yeah,
and I was like, I mean, he was done. Like he was, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah,
and I said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and he was walking away. As I said, he turned around. He goes, "What?" And I said, "I'm sorry." and so he like continues on, and as I'm coming out of the store, he's like, "Something about your cat food, you little faggot," or something like that. And I was like, "What the hell?"
He was like, "Hey, is that cat food? Did you get cat food?"
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, is that cat food? You buying cat food, you little faggot?" Or something like that.
What? Yeah, that's what you told me.
I have a theory.
So I was like, what is going on?
Does this person live across from our uncle?
Oh my god! Oh, maybe it was. I mean, this was God. Maybe it was.
How funny would that
be? I couldn't believe it though. I was like, dude.
That would be great if like we connect all these stories, and there's always like a bully in the story. And it turns out that like the bully in every story is
this one guy.
Yeah.
He's been following us all this time, causing all trouble.
Yeah.
He's actually our greatest nemesis.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so if you see this douchebag in Food Lion, just give him space. and don't let him see you buy cat food. And on that note, we shall end the show. And next week, when we do this show, we will be under the leadership of Donald Trump. So we will talk about how the inauguration goes and how the first couple of days of the administration goes. We'll do all that next week. Yeah. And see how that's going.
If the country's still around next week.
If the country's still around. If we're all still alive next week, we'll do a show.
We might be like occupied Russian territory now.
Yeah, we might be. But we'll still try to do a show because you know what? The show must go on.
It must.
And all 10 people who listen to it.
Dude, it'll be like an underground movement.
That's right. We'll start it here on the Rebel Show. The Rebel Alliance Underground on the show. You heard it here first, folks. So thank you for listening to us tonight. Thank you for your patience as always. And we'll see you back here next week on Shooting the Bull. I am Justin.
I'm Ross.
And I'm Audra.
See ya.